All right, for more, let's welcome in our TSN hockey analyst, Cameron Gaunce, on a busy Wednesday night of hockey. The Maple Leafs get 3 regulars back in the lineup, including Auston Matthews, and they pick up a huge overtime win, Cameron. How did the captain look to you in his return?
I thought he looked good. With Matthews, everyone's expecting that top 5 player in the world, as he has been in the past. Right now, he's not there yet, but there were glimpses of it tonight. Right? He had 7 shot attempts, and coming back from an injury, you're always worried, is that going to affect his shot? Well, he was teeing it high and letting it fly tonight. He was trying to get after it. So that's one part of his game, but there's other part of his games that are still lacking. He had 0 takeaways tonight. Matthews has been one of the best in the league at that for a number of years. And at 0, that's just not where his game needs to be. He wasn't creating quite as many high-quality chances as he usually does, but it's his first game back. He had 7 shot attempts. He played almost 25 minutes of ice, and they won. So you hope he can build off of this, but you need to see more on both ends of the ice from Matthews if he can replicate what he was.
How about their goaltender? Joseph Woll stood on his head at times in this game. 35 saves to help his team pick up the 2 points. Now, a 2-1 game, not exactly the most exciting for fans to watch, or I'm sure to play in either, but Craig Berube probably likes it. Is this the style of play, though, that they need to get to, you think? Are they built like this to win the 2-1 games, to be successful and go to where they want to go?
You're bang on. This is how they're built this year. This year, they need to win games low event. Now, today they gave up 27 chances, 57 shot attempts. Not exactly low event, but low scoring is a better way to put it. They need to win games like that because when your best players, like Auston Matthews, aren't producing at the levels they have in the past, they need to find new ways to win. Right now, they're getting goaltending, which a lot of teams in the league aren't getting. Everyone's looking for that. Well, they're getting it, and they're getting it in spades. And they've got a lineup right now that has got to figure out ways to create offense. And if they can't create offense, they need to win games like this. Tight checking, low scoring, I'll keep calling it that, not low event, low scoring, and just be the team to make the least amount of mistakes and try to hope that Nylander, Tavares, now Easton Cowan in that spot, Auston Matthews can create enough for them to win games.
Now, as we're watching this game, couldn't help but notice your brother, Brendan Gaunce, was actually in the game. So you had a professional hockey career, but now you're new to the team here at TSN as an analyst, so you got to be completely unbiased. What was it like watching your brother? Were you breaking down his game? What kind of a grade would you give him in this one?
Well, when it came to unbiased, that went out the window when he was on the ice. I'm not good enough at this to separate it. The pride was through the roof. Again, I was more nervous tonight watching him because I just didn't want anything to happen where it's like, so Cameron, let's talk about this.
This mistake your brother made.
So watching him play the way he did, seeing him on the penalty kill, seeing him with some takeaways, like I loved seeing it. Again, I've watched him his whole life, and I'm so proud of everything he's done, whether he's in the NHL or not. So seeing him fulfill his dream, doesn't matter if it's 1 game, if it's 200 like he's coming up on, every time it's special. I'm really proud of him.
All right, let's shift gears a bit to the Winnipeg Jets. We know they're in it right now without the world's best goalie, Connor Hellebuyck. They've lost 3 in a row now after the loss to Washington. How concerned are you that the Jets might not be able to survive this long stretch without Hellebuyck?
I'm very concerned because, again, history is repeating itself. When the Jets aren't getting the world's best goalie behind them, they haven't been able to win games at a consistent enough level. The last 2 years in the playoffs, the Jets have lost when Hellebuyck has looked average. Comrie has looked like an average goaltender since being given the starting role. If the Jets aren't going to be able to win games when they've got a top 10 power play, a top 10 penalty kill, one of the best top lines in the league, and a very deep line, if they can't win when this is the goaltending they're getting, I'm very concerned that this is just going to continue. So unless something changes, it's just going to continue to happen for them.
It's been a tough stretch for the Jets overall, just 3 wins in their last 10 games. He's our TSN hockey analyst, Cameron Gaunce. And yes, it was a busy night on the network on Wednesday, and same thing on Friday. 4 Canadian squads on our network. It all begins with the Sens facing the Blues, Habs against the Knights, both at 4 o'clock Eastern. Then at 4 Central, the Jets squaring off with the Hurricanes. At 5 Eastern, the Leafs in Washington to take on OV and the Caps, and you can watch those games with regional restrictions applying.